beautiful soul, welcome back to another video here on my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Natalie and this is Be a Free Spirit. The focus on this channel is to guide you through ascension. I only focus on the self. So self-love, self-development, self-growth, anything to do with the self. So you guys know the drill. Today's video is a quick yes or no pick a card. It's been a while since I've done one and I feel like this could just be useful for everybody with all the crazy changes going on during this Leo season. And this is timeless, so whenever you're seeing it, it was in your alignment, but in general, there's a lot of crazy energy going around. So I think it would be helpful for everyone to just get clarification on something in your life that you're like, oh, I'm not really sure what direction to go or what choice to make. So this can kind of give you some of that clarity. But it'll be pretty straight to the point. I'll also be pulling a question that Spirit has for you live. As always, if you're new to my channel, I always include a question from Spirit in all of my readings. Spirit wants you to be taking these insights and applying them into your life. So there's always a journal prompt that Spirit will ask you as well. So before we jump straight into the reading, I definitely just want to put out there that I am offering private readings at this time. So I offer recorded or live readings. So you can always book that directly through my website, which will be linked down below. I also do a monthly special each month just to give different themes and options to the community. So right now I'm offering a 4-card reading for $22. So it's just a pretty quick and effective way to get some guidance, but some pretty powerful, quick to the punch answers. So if you guys are interested in any of that, it is all linked down below and you can book that on my website. Just want to give you guys a reminder that if there's anything in this reading that doesn't resonate, it could be that message wasn't meant for you, okay? This is a reading for the collective, so use your intuition and make sure that this is the reading for you. Not every pick a card reading that I upload may be right for you at this point in your journey. So I trust you guys, I trust your intuition, so you just follow whatever your intuition is telling you and that will be right for you at this point in your alignment. So let's jump straight into the pile selection with the meditation and then we will jump straight into the reading. All right, so here we have a close-up of the decks. This is pile 1. This is fluorite. This is pile 2. This is tree agate. This is pile 3. This is strawberry calcite. And this is pile 4. This is cave Syrah. All right, so as usual, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys 30 seconds to meditate with those piles and then we'll jump straight into the reading. All right, hopefully that gave you guys a moment to meditate with those piles. Timestamps are listed down below for your group. All right, group 1, welcome to your reading. Chose fluorite. All right, so I really want you to focus on your question. Just kind of take a moment to ask your question as I'm pulling these cards together. Okay, so the first cards are going to give us the direct yes or no. Then we'll kind of dig into why that's the answer. and then some guidance from Spirit around the answer, and then Spirit also has a question for you that correlates with this situation. So let's see what the answer is. We have Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. And we have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Okay, I'm getting out of the bat that this answer is yes, but I'm feeling like it's maybe taking some time because there's some clutter or space that needs to be created before this can come forward. 44 is an angel number. It's especially a angel number that I see frequently. So if you really connect to my energy, then that can be a confirmation for you. But reclaiming your power, it's about, yes, this is a decision, this is a choice that is going to be in your alignment. But there's some space that needs to be created before, okay? So that's a little bit why the answer is yes. But yes is the answer. It's just almost a matter of time. You know, there's still some things that need to be cleared out first. Let's dig into that a little bit more. We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Exactly. See, I think, again, what you're asking about is in your alignment. So it's gonna come when it needs to. Everything is coming together at exactly as it needs to. So you don't need to worry so much about, okay, but when, or what do I need to do? And I know that's not always what we all love to hear when we're asking these type of questions, but you have to understand that what you're asking about is such a big part of your soul journey, clearly, that Spirit wants to bring it to you when it's exactly the right alignment. Plus, it looks like you have to make space for it. I'm sorry, defensivelessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. Yeah, see, clearing out some old energy cords. So it could have something to do with a relationship. It doesn't have to, but it definitely seems like there's some maybe ties to the past that are still rooted, you know, within kind of your energetic field. And so that's what Spirit is saying, is you need to clear out that clutter because you need to open up this space. Again, you're opening up energetic space to allow more things to come into your life. So yeah, let's see what else we have. Yeah, wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. Exactly. So the answer is yes on whatever you're asking about, but Spirit is just saying yes, but not yet. Yes, but not yet. So things are just being woven for you. So what it seems like Spirit really wants you to do, and we'll get some more guidance with this card, but Spirit is really wanting you to take a look at specifically whatever you're asking about. If it's like your career, if it's a relationship, looking at some of the things that tie to that, because it could be, when we're talking about kind of making space, that can be energetic, emotional, physical, mental. So really just thinking about what you're wanting to invite into your life. And before you invite that in, making the appropriate space to invite that type of beautiful power in, right? So thinking about, okay, if there's something emotionally that I need to like let go of, right? Let go of the past, or maybe it's making physical space for something. It's putting yourself maybe in a mindset. It's more like mental space. So I think there's just kind of a moment of reflection that needs to take place to really see, okay, how can I put myself in a space of receiving this? And then you'll start to see it come. Okay, so it's just being woven and everything is happening in alignment. So the fact that you're seeing this message is just a confirmation that you're in the right alignment. So now that you have this awareness of what you need to clear out, now you can move forward with doing that. So the advice we have from Spirit is the sacred orchard, co-create. My abundance mindset attracts endless blessings. Exactly. We also have number 33, which is another angel number that I see very frequently. And 44 and 33 are just very encouraging angel numbers, which means, you know, this is very much a spiritual, very deep spiritual message from your team of wanting you to understand that beautiful things are coming, but everything is happening in your alignment. So like this says, co-create, right? You are co-creating with the universe. You're saying with the Panther Spirit, Spirit, this is what I want in my life. And Spirit's like, great, awesome. And they're weaving it, they're working, you know, and it's being put into exactly where it needs to go. You're co-creating, and now Spirit is saying, great, now put yourself in the energy of receiving. Put yourself in this energy of making space available so that endless blessings continue to come. So that can be kind of a helpful lesson in general of just really learning about how to make space. And I've actually made a video that I'll just link up in the cards that might be helpful for you about how to make more of these different types of spaces, the 4 different types, because I think there's some identification that needs to take place here of what type of space it is. And if you already know, great, now you can kind of take that and be like, okay, I need to put myself in this state of receiving and opening up more space. Awesome, this is great. It looks like a lot of beautiful things are coming to you. It seems like there's some manifestation energy. So what you're asking about could be something that you've manifested, and so that could be a confirmation for some of you as well. Let's get now a question from Spirit. So this is usually a journal prompt, so you can answer this in any way that you feel called. You can just think about it, you can write about it, you can video or audio journal, but this is something that relates to your situation that Spirit really wants you to think a little bit deeper about. It's going to help kind of guide you. All right, Spirit, one question for group number 1. Thank you. All right, your question is, what can I let go of? Yeah, absolutely. I think that ties in exactly of what Spirit is asking you to really think about next. So, group number 1, this is the answer to your question, and this is your reading. So thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Please leave me a like and comment down below on what your thoughts are in this. And I'm sending you guys so much love and light your way, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Hope you're doing so well today. So I want you to just really think about your question and just bring it back into this awareness energy and just continue thinking about it. So the first cards are going to give us the direct answer to your question, and then a little bit of why that's the answer, as well as some guidance. And then we'll pull a question card live from Spirit, okay? So let's get the answer to your question. We have the Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries, okay? And then we have the Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. So I'm kind of hearing actually that the answer is no, but it's simply because there's something better. With the be fearless and bold, I think what you're asking about is something that is pretty familiar to you. It's something that's familiar to your energy. It's something that's kind of like a safe house. And you know, that can be okay, but I think Spirit is really wanting to encourage you to be fearless and bold, because it seems like your soul and your spirit is wanting to experience greater things. And there could be, because we have to set healthy boundaries, so you know, I just feel like there's this feeling of comfort and you know, being scared to kind of get out of that comfort zone. And so Spirit is saying this is no, because they want to push you further. It's part of your alignment to experience something greater. So let's continue to see why that's the answer. We have you're already doing it, stop overthinking. Yeah, so I think what you're wanting to attract in your life, what you're asking about, could be a relationship, could be a job. In general, it's definitely just something that, you know, is not in your alignment anymore. It's something that really served you in your past, but it's not part of your new transition, your new phase. And so don't overthink too much about, okay, well, what would be next? Or I don't know what else to do, so this is my comfort zone, right? That's what your ego is kind of automatically gravitating towards, it seems like. But Spirit is saying just allow things to unfold as they will, but know that you don't need to fill in that space just because, right? And don't, you know, gravitate towards things that are comforting just because the unknown can be scary. It's helpful to see the unknown and keep open space all the time, and seeing the unknown as beautiful, right? Thinking about the Fool card in tarot is kind of that experience of looking at the unknown as a new adventure, as a new experience. The Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Yes, so there could be like a kind of feeling of you know, the boundary and safety here is this person or the situation maybe generally makes you feel safe, or makes you feel like you have like a safe place to feel cared about or to be seen. But I think you have a pretty good awareness, intuition, that you know this isn't the right fit for you anymore. But again, it's been something that I think has been positive. I don't think it's been toxic or negative in any way. I just feel like you've outgrown this situation or person or whatever it is. And so your spiritual team is trying to kind of encourage you that you're not truly ever alone. And you know, this is such a big part of evolution to our next phase, is embracing the soul's desire and need to be fearless and bold. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Exactly. Spirit wants you to change your energy. They want to push you out of kind of this comfort zone, and that can be very scary. Trust me, I know, I get it. But I can also say from personal experience that getting pushed by Spirit out of your comfort zone does bring out beautiful things. It's like seeing something you've never seen before. And so Spirit wants you to dance more with life. And the thing is you don't have to try things that completely terrify you. It's trying things that you've always wanted to try, but it's kind of like, I'm not sure. It's not like if you hate skydiving, you're going to be like, well, I'm just going to be fearless and go skydiving. Like, that's not what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, do something to change your energy, like entirely, permanently. Again, you're replacing kind of something that is no longer serving you and opening up yourself to more energy. So you're looking for something that is going to bring you more joy, like more joy than this situation or this person brought you. So you're always dancing with life and changing the energy based on what you want, not what you think you have to do, if that makes sense. I felt really called to clarify that for some of you, because Spirit doesn't mean that you have to go try all these, you know, bold things. It's what's bold for you personally. For me, it was a very bold move to create this YouTube channel, for example, right? So yeah, I felt called to say that. Ooh. We also have baby steps. Oh my gosh, yes. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Remember, you're already doing it. I feel like it may feel confusing because you don't have, again, that safe place to fall back into, but all Spirit is asking is to take one step at a time, and the rest will unfold, kind of like what we already talked about right here. The rest will unfold as it needs to, and so you don't need to worry about knowing what's next, because that can be like a survival mechanism, right? That can be an anxiety mechanism, is wanting to know what's next to prepare, because I deal with that, so I understand. But just taking one baby step in your intuition is like, go here, try this. It will open other doors and other pathways, and then you'll be like, oh. And all of a sudden you'll look behind you and be like, oh. You just have to open one door. You don't have to overthink anything else besides just moving with the energy. Okay, so that's why this answer is no. Now let's kind of get some more guidance from Spirit on this. We have the gateways of light, infinite. I have unlimited access to my divine mind. It almost seems like Spirit wants you to, it seems like Spirit really wants you to almost rediscover yourself. I think this is a push to learn how to rely more on yourself, because I'm seeing a lot of this energy of this person, you know, who's on top of and in these like just big experiences, right? One person, but such beautiful energy. So I almost think there is this push of stepping out of your comfort zone where no one is there to, you know, save you or protect you, in the sense that you are making decisions because you believe that you can do things, right? You believe that you're capable of accomplishing things or doing things. It all comes to understanding that you are 100% capable of doing anything and everything that you want to do. I think that's what Spirit really wants you to kind of come to this realization with, and then you'll kind of see more and more what is meant for you. Wow. Okay. So let's get a question from Spirit. And again, this is usually a journal prompt. So you can answer this in any way you feel called. You can just be thinking about it. You can actually journal, video, audio, written. But this is going to be a question Spirit has for you specifically around the situation, so you can really ponder with what to do next. Okay, Spirit, one question for group number 2 around their question. One card, please. Thank you. Okay, your question is, what can I celebrate? Okay, what can I celebrate? Which definitely makes sense for what Spirit is asking you to do. So that is going to be your reading and the answer to your question. So definitely let me know what you guys think about this down below, and leave me a like and a comment. And I'm sending you guys so much love and light during your journey, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing so well today. So I want you to just bring your question to top of mind and really just keep it there. So the first question, or the first cards, are going to answer your question, and then the next cards are going to give us some background on why that's your question, as well as some guidance from Spirit, and then Spirit will ask you a question as well. So let's jump straight into it and see what the answer to your question is. We have Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay, and then we also have the Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Okay, I'm thinking that the answer to this question is a yes. And the reason why is because I think you're asking about something that is specific to a job or something that you want to pursue, like some type of project, some type of creative, something you want to birth, basically, right? This idea that you have. And so Spirit is saying yes, like yes, encouraging you to believe in yourself, especially with this fall card. This is really speaking to me because it's almost like starting to really plant some of these seeds and really just kind of harvesting. And there's just kind of this feeling of, I don't know, I'm getting this feeling of like fall time and autumn being very significant on maybe when you're getting a lot of creative surge, something like that. Or maybe when you're like studying or really getting deep into the knowledge of learning the craft, because then we also have the Wolf Spirit here, which is turn that knowledge into wisdom. And so maybe you're spending, you know, the winter, autumn months really perfecting your craft and learning more about it. And then you're turning that knowledge into wisdom, which then you can speak out to people, you can give to people, however, whatever this creative endeavor is for you. But that just came through because that's obviously what Spirit is wanting to say here. So this is like a yes, like a yes. So if you're asking about something that's not creative, I would maybe think about a different pile, because that's, I'm really feeling it's something that's a project, something that is something that again wants to be birthed. And so Spirit is coming through to like give yes confirmation on that. Okay, let's get more into why that's the answer. I think we kind of know why, but we have called soul gifts and trainings. It's time to step up. Yeah, exactly. This is any type of things that are really calling us in like this, something that is creative, something that we want to express ourselves through, no matter how it's done. There's some type of message that is being created into that piece and then being interpreted by a collective. So that's the thing, is we're all here to share a message, right? If you're a light worker, which you are if you're here watching this video, you are here to have a message shared. And that can be shared in so many mediums, because the way people interpret it is exactly what they need to get out of it. That's the message that you shared. So whether it's like an art piece or whatever it is, you're putting like your codes into what you're creating. So of course Spirit is saying yes, because this is part of your light work. This is part of your soul gifts and training. You're in training. That's why I keep seeing like autumn, because I do see this card is just very significant to me, because there is this like almost I'm trying to find the words. The squirrel just looks very curious to me, very like trying different things and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't, like discovering, you know what I mean? Like very just inquisitive, very just seeing what sticks and what doesn't. And so that's just what I'm getting is going to be very significant for you guys, which is very interesting. This hasn't happened with any of the other groups yet. So called, we also have boundaries. Where do you need to protect or put up better boundaries? So that could be, you know, other people maybe wanting to put their opinion into this idea. So it might be smart to, you know, either share this idea with people who you know you can really trust, or maybe just keep it to yourself and just share it with spirit only, right? So that you can really just relish in the energy without other people's opinions, hands, thoughts, ideas, whatever, coming in and trying to mix up what you're trying to create. Spirit is saying create the boundaries that you need to protect your idea, because the idea or vision, whatever, you know, this drive that you have is going to be so valuable that spirit wants you to protect it. Wow, this is really beautiful. And then we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Another gift card, okay? So yeah, there's like a gift that's being like awoken during this time. And if you're watching this, you know, after the Lionsgate portal in 2021, whenever you're watching this, it doesn't matter, it was in divine alignment, but in general, that's when a lot of people's gifts can really ignite. And so because there's gifts here twice, and because this is fall time, this is all kind of correlating in that timeline for me, that I think for some of you who are watching it during this time, specifically some gifts are awakening for you, and you're going to start feeling that pull to use them in some way, and know that whatever way you're feeling called to use them is correct. So make sure that you're protecting yourself, protecting what you want to create, okay, and turning that knowledge into soul wisdom. And then we have Minnetonka, oh my gosh, belonging the original light workers, confirmation. Right? This is a confirmation that you're a light worker, that this is part of your soul mission. And again, your soul mission can change and intertwine and unfold so differently. So all you have to do is take one step forward. So clearly, right now in your ascension, spirit is wanting you to just start sharing your message through some type of creative or innovative way that you're thinking of wanting to share. Whatever that is for you, please do it. This is such an encouraging message of please do it. Spirit's like, please. How many more like things do you need? Like, beautiful. Okay, let's get some guidance from spirit around this. We have the fallen star, shame. I no longer hide my face. I step into the light with love. No longer hide what you believe in. Okay, remember, believe in yourself. No longer hide what you believe in, what you believe to be true. Whatever you see is beautiful, express it. Because I cannot stress enough the beauty and importance of showing up who you truly are, because you will attract what exactly is meant for you. The collective that is meant to hear your message will come to you by you being yourself. So don't hide. And that's why I think the boundaries are important, because if you need to separate yourself from other people because you can't be yourself, then do what you need to do. Or if you need to be yourself, but when people ask about it, you're like, you know what, they can't hold the space to hear what I believe in, then know that that's just not something you talk about with them, right? Spirit is really wanting you to think about how you can kind of accept these soul gifts and step up and protect what you believe in, but be yourself. Feel no shame. Wow, this is so beautiful, group 3. Okay, lastly then, let's get a question from spirit around kind of just the situation in general. So just as a reminder, this is a journal prompt, so however you want to answer this question is completely up to you. You can just think about it, you can journal, written, audio, or video. So spirit, what is a question that you have for group number 3 around their situation? One card, please. Thank you. Okay, your question is, oh my goodness. Your question is, what are my boundaries? Obviously that is extremely important, and that is the first step Spirit wants you to take, it really seems like. So you really need to think about what are comfortable boundaries for you for people and situations where you don't feel shame, where you can be yourself comfortably. Because I feel like I have to say it's very important that, you know, again, not everyone is going to accept who you are, and that doesn't mean you have to, you know, not have them in your life. That's really going to be up to, maybe, you know, they don't agree with what you do, but they still love you unconditionally. So then you can be like, okay, well, then I just know that I don't talk about this stuff with them. Whatever it is, but there's definitely clearly boundaries that need to be created so that you can be yourself with no shame. This is your message and answer to your question, group number 3. So this is absolutely beautiful, and I would love to hear from you down below on, you know, what you think about this, and if there is like something that you've really gotten lately of what you've wanted to go after, or whatever the case is. I would just love to hear from you guys down below. So, and if you don't have anything specific you want to comment, just put an emoji of a butterfly so I can just know this is, you know, a very transformative message from you guys. So leave me a like and a comment, and I'm sending so much love and light your way during this huge transition, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, group 4, welcome to your reading. Can you believe that this stone is called Que Sera? I had no idea, and I saw it at my metaphysical store, and I was like, I have to have it. So it's very, very heavy, so very sturdy energy. So just wanted to say that. So really focus on bringing your attention forward to your question, bring it back to your awareness. So the first cards are going to give us the answer to your question, and then we're going to get some guidance on why that's the answer, as well as some kind of more guidance from Spirit on what to do next, and then we'll pull a question card live from Spirit. So let's see what the answer to your question is. We have Elephant Spirit, learn from the past, okay? And then we also have the Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Okay, I'm gonna say the answer to your question is no. And I think the reason why, what's really coming to mind for me first is Spirit is saying you can manifest whatever you want. So what you're asking about, you can potentially manifest this into your life. Whether it's like a, you know, job or a person, it doesn't matter. But I think it's something that Spirit is saying, watch what you're wishing for, because there's some awareness where Spirit, I think, is recognizing that some of the things that you're manifesting, and again, we're always manifesting, but of course you can intentionally manifest things to come into your life quicker or specifically. And so Spirit is saying there could be some things you're manifesting that is a lesson that you're not seeming to learn. And so I think why the answer to this question is no is because Spirit is wanting you to get out of this cycle and wanting you to put more awareness and focus to where you're manifesting. Seems like you're a very powerful manifester, and it's something that your words are very effective. So when you set, you know, a verbal intention, the universe goes to work, but, you know, sometimes that can be not in your highest alignment. And, you know, Spirit obviously is going to only intervene when it's completely off your alignment and course. But I think there's some lessons that aren't necessary for your alignment. And so Spirit, I think, is trying to bring some awareness of being really aware of what you're manifesting and seeing if it's actually part of making you, you know, of really getting you where you want to be, where you're looking to go, if it's within your highest good. But let's continue to see why that's the answer. Always get ahead of myself. Loosen your grip. Yeah, addiction, let God in, coping mechanisms, like things of the past, like a past cycle, right, seems to repeating. So that's why I think Spirit is saying, you know, loosen kind of your grip as far as getting more perspective on what to really, again, what's going to be really in your highest alignment. Looking at these different things that you're wanting in your life, saying, okay, is this truly going to bring me in the next highest phase of my life, truly bringing me into my highest alignment. We also have water your garden, rest. Yes, and time for deep replenishment and care and focus and awareness. There's just kind of this really emphasis for me on awareness, like bringing perspective to your situation and really seeing about what's not making you happy, truly what's not making you happy, and letting spirit come in and help not only heal some of that energetic pain and cords, but as well as bring you some more clarity on more of your direction, you know, more of what is going to be in your highest alignment, because it just seems like you maybe don't have a lot of open space available in really a lot of ways. And so you kind of make decisions and manifest things quickly based off of maybe how you feel in that moment or what you think is the best for you at that moment. But spirit just wants you to kind of take more time to sit back and really observe what is going to make you feel the happiest, what's going to bring you the most joy, and you know what is best for you. We also have activated earth. Go where you are led. Exactly. I think by taking a moment to really just get perspective and bring awareness to where you're wanting to go and where you're going, it automatically brings you into the state of being like, okay. And you can make, again, fast decisions. It seems like your energy is just very fast moving as it is, and you make decisions quickly and you don't second guess yourself, and so you kind of just go for things. And so that's why spirit is saying trust your intuition more. When you bring more space back to you, back to your soul, and you water your garden, right? And you come back to self, you come back to the state of awareness, come back to listening to your intuition. And I think your intuition has been trying to guide you towards better alignment. But again, your energy moves so fast that I think you don't always hear that intuition voice. So it's important to slow down so that you don't repeat the same energetic cycles. Oh my gosh. And then here we go. We have perspective, zoom out, right? Like, yeah, exactly. Spirit, I think this is actually something that's going to be very crucial for you as you're going through your ascension, is trying to always be in the state of self-awareness. Whenever you feel like your energy maybe has gotten so like fast and you don't have any space available, that's when you'll know that it's time to come back to yourself, and you'll have to figure out, you know, a routine or whatever, you know, works for you that brings you back to a place of groundedness and brings you back more space. So again, you can have awareness and perspective on what your intuition is guiding you to. Because the things, it definitely seems like things just move super quickly within your energy and your alignment and just in general. And I think that's why you can get stuck in patterns. But spirit doesn't want to see you get stuck in these patterns, because you don't need to go through them. They're not part of your alignment. They're just choices that you make because you're not having the full awareness or perspective. So spirit wants you to, of course, have that time and energy back to you to actually have enjoyable things, not things that, you know, bring you some type of pain or, you know, some type of lesson that isn't necessary for you to learn. Yeah, so some more guidance from spirit is the 7 sisters circle. Sisterhood enriches my life. So maybe focusing on changing some of your relationships around you, right? Looking more for supportive friendships, or if you have that supportive friendships, leaning on them more for maybe help of getting you into this accepting and beautiful energy so you can kind of slow down. But it definitely seems like there's some people in your life that you can lean on. If you haven't already met them, then you will. And the more that you open up that space too, for your intuition, the more you'll be guided to who these people are for you in your life if you're not already aware. So that's the answer to your question. Let's now get a question from spirit around this situation. It will really give you guidance on what to think about next, like what to do next, because this is a journal prompt. So you'll want to answer this in whatever way you feel called, whether that's just thinking about it, answering the question, written, video, or auto journaling, whatever it is for you. But this is going to be something that's going to help you with this situation, okay? Because it definitely seems like there's some time of coming within that is occurring for you. Okay, one question for group number 4, please, spirit, around your situation. One question for group number 4. One question, please, for group number 4. Perfect. Okay, your question is, what delights me? What delights me? Which I think is a perfect question for everything that we've talked about so far. So hopefully this gave you some clarity on your question, but this is the answer to your question. So definitely leave me a like and comment down below and let me know what you thought of this. And I'm sending you guys so much love and light as you go through your ascension and as you go through this journey and coming to this self-awareness. You know, I've been through this myself, so I know this lesson can be hard to learn, but I just went through this. So I can definitely say from personal experience that it's amazing to kind of come back to that space of awareness and be able to hear the intuition a little bit more clearly. So sending you guys so much love and light, and I will see you guys in the next video.